Star badminton player Jwala Gutta is in the news yet again for creating a controversy. In her Facebook post, Jwala Gutta has accused the government of being partial towards badminton singles players in the Target Olympic Podium scheme. Badminton has become the first sport to benefit from the Target Olympic Podium scheme, in which top 6 singles badminton players like Saina Nehwal, Shrikant, Kashyap, Pranoy, RMV, Guru Saidat and PV Sindhu will benefit. However, India's top women doubles pair of Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa has not been included, which has resulted in her Facebook post. Alright, we have Jwala Gutta with us on the phone line. Jwala, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. We were just talking about that Facebook post that you have put up. Just take us through what's going on in your mind right now. You seem to be extremely unhappy with the situation.
Definitely. You yourself have called us the top doubles pair from the country, and it's quite disappointing, when you hear such things, and it's not the first time it is happening. It's been happening again and again, and somehow, we pick ourselves up and from the situation, and we keep motivating ourselves. The only thing who we were relying on was the government of India, and nobody else actually. Till now, whatever the exposure we've got, till now, whatever tournaments we've got to play is because of the government exposure. And now when we hear that in a government scheme, our name doesn't figure, it was very, very disappointing. I'm quite disappointed.
You're disappointed, but are you demoralized as well?
Definitely, because if a singles player ranked 50, who's been injured last whole of year, when his name can figure in the top scheme, I think Ashwini and me are 18 in the world. The only double pair which is doing, well. Last year we won 3 medals. I think it is. I'm very dejected actually. I have no words to express how I feel right now.
Jwala, it's not the first time you've come out and expressed your disappointment, but this time over, Jwala, who would you blame for this?
I don't know really, because I feel that our own people don't appreciate us. Our own people don't acknowledge our achievements. Now, our own people means people who know badminton, people who take care of badminton, people who are there to take care of the welfare of badminton players. They themselves don't acknowledge. They themselves, actually, they should be the one who should be fighting this particular issue for us. But as usual, it seems like nobody is affected apart from Ashwini and me.
How are you going to take this forward?
I don't know, I was very disappointed when I read this. And I don't know really. I'm pretty upset. I'm very
And is this
unhappy.
interfering with your performance?
How much ever I try to be strong, how much ever I tell Ashwini also to be strong, it affects, it hurts. Because I think our medals, what we win for the country, somehow that is overlooked. A lot of people are very happy with the singles players' performance, and they start comparing our performance to theirs.
Who are you talking about here, Jwala?
Everybody, I think all the players are doing really well, really, and I really appreciate it. But you can also see the kind of support system they have, and this kind of support system we don't have. Ashwini and me don't have a doubles coach for past 2 years, which we have been requesting. Ashwini and me, when I went to Bangalore to attend the national camp, there were no shuttles to play with, and they expect me to attend the national camp when there are no shuttles for me to play with, okay? And then there's no proper coach in the camp. There are no players in the camp. But whereas Hyderabad camp has got 46 players, all the shuttles, all the physios, and the government scheme I thought was for people who don't have a corporate support, who really need support. And I think at this very point, I can really directly say Ashwini and me are the only ones in the whole of the Indian team who have no support apart from our company, which is Bharat Petroleum, and our apparel support. And
Jwala,
Ashwini is, of course, from ONGC.
Yes, we've also heard that...
We don't have any support at all. and you still expect us to win when we get onto court. Nothing less than winning. You know, it is not easy, really. It is not easy to get onto court and people expect you to win, but you think we want to lose at any point of time?
Yes,
No,
that's a fair point there,
We always
Jwala.
want to win.
Yes,
We always want to win. But things don't happen according to us sometimes is because the kind of support we lack for us, for double stack. You know, and the important thing is the badminton people who know badminton, who have played badminton, know the importance of doubles. When they themselves don't come ahead and support, say something. I'm not asking them to come and give me some money or award for my performance. I'm telling you to just support us, just acknowledge us, you know. And we, Ashwini and my name not being there in top scheme clearly shows that there is no acknowledgement for whatever we have done for the country. So much we have put in, you know, in spite of having nothing, we motivate ourselves really. Our parents, our friends, they know what we are going through really. Nobody else knows.
Jwala, we have just heard that you and Ashwini are also out of the Malaysia Open. Would you say that this was playing on your mind through that match?
Also, definitely. But I think I never give an excuse. Ashwini and me played really well. We really played well, and we gave our best. I think it was one of the best matches we've played, and we're getting there. You know, we're getting there, and I'll never give an excuse. We lost, and that's a totally different issue. And my on-court performance is a totally different issue, and I'm very happy the way we played, and it was a good game.
Also, you say that, you know, for the last 2 years, you haven't had a doubles coach. So what is the Badminton Association saying about this to you whenever you've approached them?
Nothing. They're not saying anything. They have put us out of the top scheme. The players who already have a lot of corporate support are also getting the top scheme support. You know, I was forced to post what I posted. You know, it was. I'm really dejected. I don't cry easily, but you feel dejected. You know.
Yes, we can sense that, Jwala. While I speak to you, you sound extremely emotional and dejected at this point. But Jwala, just a few more moments with you, if you allow me to ask you a few more questions. Have any of those players who made it to that list spoken to you and said that what's happened with you and Ashwini is not fair?
Everybody knows that whoever speaks, whoever is very open about stuff which happens, they'll not be supported. Everybody knows that. And somehow the system and the things have become in such a way that everybody is really bothered about what they get. And as long as they get everything, everybody keeps quiet. Nobody talks about the particular system. But if you actually see on papers, Ashwini and me get nothing. We get zero support. Zero. We are in the team, Indian team, is only and only because of our achievements and our performance. And nothing else. Nothing else. I'm telling you, there's nothing else which can prove it also.
So you're saying it's a lonely fight for you?
Definitely, definitely. Nobody supports anybody. There is no unity. That is where I think the system is going really wrong. Everybody is scared to speak because they know that, you know, I know that a lot of doubles players also feel what I feel, but they'll never dare to come out. Never.
So you're saying there's a lot of politics involved also in the selection process?
I'm sure you know what all has happened to me. You know, past few years, everybody knows me because you know, they wanted to ban me. They say that I create controversy. But if after my performance, like Commonwealth Games, World Championships, even then I'm not getting any support from the association. From now, this government thing, what happened? That was our only hope. You know, government of India was our only hope to get a support. Now, even that is snatched away from us. You tell me whether I should speak up or no. Then if I don't speak, I only crib at my house.
Yes.
I have to voice out my opinion.
Would you say you're paying the price of speaking out then?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Because I am very vocal, because I speak for a lot of people also. I'm not just speaking for myself. you know. But imagine if this is happening to Ashwini and me. You can only imagine what happens to other people.
Yes. Jwala, my question to you also is that if we take your message to the government and the Badminton Association, what would you like to tell them today?
My only thing is, if you're doing it to me, you know, maybe I'm able to take it, or maybe I've learned to deal with it. But we have a lot of potential in doubles. Our future of badminton really depends on doubles also. It doesn't really only depend on singles players and their performance. We have achieved a lot in team events is also because doubles has done well, doubles players have done well, Ashwini and me have done well. Please support the doubles players.
Right,
That's
Jwala.
the only thing I can say.
All right. In that Facebook post of yours, you've also gone on to say that don't know what more to be done, kind of tired, kind of disappointed. Do you think, Jwala, in the future this will affect you as a player, as someone who plays for Team India?
I don't know, you know. It's definitely affected me right now. Definitely, I feel tired. Definitely, I'm only 30 right now, and I'm talking like an old woman. But you know, how much more, really? You know, I've been in mixed doubles. I've been world number 6. I've been world number 11 in women doubles. You know, and if even then, if you think that what my performance or Jwala or तुमने क्या perform किया है, अगर यही question अगर सबको पूछना है, then I have nothing to say. You know, I can only say, please go ahead and look at my profile. You know, the number of nationals I have won, the number of international tournaments I have won. Ashwini and me have done something which never ever India could even dream about. You know, at least then you come out and support. I was never asking them to support me to that particular stage. But after I've achieved the medal, after I achieved the gold medal in Commonwealth Games, at least then I think as a player, I think I had the right to expect some support.
Jwala, you've been very candid with us. You've been extremely candid with us. You've spoken up. You've spoken out.
I've always been like this. But you know, this is my personality.
Yes, but do you fear that this post of yours and this candid conversation that you're having with us will backfire?
I think if it backfires, it's really strange. It will be really strange, really, because I think people have gone on record on interview asking for awards and money. I'm not asking for anything but my right to play, my right to represent the country in the Olympics, and please support us. That's all I'm asking for.
Jwala, has Saina spoken to you about this?
No.
Do you share a good relationship and rapport with her?
No, not really. You know, she plays a different event, and you know, Ashwini and me are in a different phase altogether. So no, she's not my good friend, but I really wish well for her.
Right. Jwala, do stay with me on the phone line. We have Mr. Das Gutta from the Badminton Authority of India joining us on the phone line. Mr. Das Gupta, we have Jwala Gutta on the phone line with us. She's live from Malaysia, and you must have heard of what she has said and posted on Facebook, where she goes on to talk about the selection that has been made for the badminton single players in the Target Olympic Podium scheme. What do you have to say?
See, so I would not like to comment on this point what Jwala has said about particular player, because
no, we're not talking about a player, sir. That was one of the last questions I asked her. She's come out and said that I have represented India, I have given it my best shot over the years, but now I'm 30 and I feel disappointed. I feel that I'm not being given my due.
No, it's not that. Every player is given its own due. Respective, it depends on their ranking also. And whatever ranking they have we don't decide the ranking. Ranking is decided by the BWF and other authorities. And I must make it very sure to each one of the player, including Jwala and Ashwini, that they will definitely get their due. There is no point that they will not get any support from Badminton Association of India and Government of India.
But then, Mr. Das Gupta, why isn't she a part of that list?
See, I'll tell you, for the Olympics, It is entirely on the ranking basis. They have to qualify for that particular ranking to get into the Olympics. And they are very much in the part of the list of what is for the preparation of the Olympics. They are asked to come for the camps also, and we welcome them. How can we? It cannot be said that we don't welcome Jwala, Gutta and Ashwini. They are our star players. We respect them. But at the same time, the players who are performing very well at this moment,
right,
they have to be awarded.
Mr. Das Gupta, I'm going to ask Jwala to respond to that. Jwala, go ahead.
I don't know what to say.
Well, Jwala, he's talking about the rankings that you spoke to us about. You could go ahead and speak to him about that.
We are 18 in the world. I don't know what else could we do about it. There are a lot of singles players who are ranked 17 and 50. Again, I know it feels really bad for me to compare myself to anybody. But let's be practical and let's talk black and white, then I think our ranking is pretty good for a doubles pair. 18 is not a bad ranking at all.
Mr. Das Gupta, what would you like to say to that?
I would not like to talk to on TV with Jwala like this because she's a good player.
Well, Mr. Das Gupta, she's tried every medium in the past and now she's had to put it up on Facebook.
See, I will invite both of them, what are their grievances, and I will discuss with them what is the problem, how we can solve it.
Can you give us an assurance that you will rethink on this list then, sir?
Certainly, I am sure about it that no injustice will be done with her at all.
Well, but she's also gone on to say, and this is not a complaint on her behalf, but we've been probing her a lot, and Jwala's gone on to say that for the last 2 years, there hasn't been a doubles coach also for her and Ashwini.
No, there is one very important thing is that we don't have any individual coaches for any individual players. So there's no individual coach for any individual players. We have coaches, national coaches, we have other coaches for different things. We have doubles coaches, we have brought a doubles coach from Indonesia for that matter.
Mr.
And and on behalf of BI, I have already invited her to play. She can join that academy in Lucknow, and that doubles coach is there. If she's available, she's ready, she can come. We'll provide all kinds of...
Mr. Das Gupta, she has brought laurels to the country. She has won accolades at the CWG as well. Why is it that Jwala had to today post this on Facebook for us to get a response from you and an assurance that you will relook into that list?
See, Vedika, I would not like to say anything on this point, why she is gone like that way. I have nothing to say for that.
All right, Mr. Das Gupta, but you're going to leave this show by assuring us that you're going to relook and rethink into that list.
Yes, I'm telling you once again, and I would like to assure her and to all the badminton lovers in the country that Badminton Association of India is totally pledged for the upliftment of badminton players, as we are doing for each one of the others. And I'm very much perturbed about this thing, why a particular player has to make a complaint.
All right, Mr. Akhilesh, thank you so much for joining us. Jwala, if you're still with us, are you happy or content with that assurance? Or would you say that they need to first walk the talk?
I think maybe, Akhilesh sir, maybe doesn't know a lot of details. I've always appreciated the way he has handled the association. I was the first player who really appreciated when he increased our daily allowance. We used to get a very less daily allowance, and he was the one who increased our daily allowance from $40 to $100 per day when we come for, international tournaments. And I'd always appreciated the kind of gestures he's made. He's always been very generous towards, giving incentives to the players. I am not there, I never denied that. But, maybe he doesn't know about my Ashwini and my ranking. Maybe, he's being said something else. I'm happy if he's saying that, he will look into it. I'm happy. But then, there are a lot of coaches who do give personal attention to players, to the top players of the country. One such is Vimalsa. And, and doubles, we need a double specialist. Nothing less than that. We had a double specialist. That's when we won the Commonwealth Games gold and World Championship medal.
Yes.
But after that, and we qualified for Olympics also. Then after that, we've not had past 2 years this doubles coach missing, and I didn't ask for anything else. I've not asked for anything else.
Jwala, we've taken all the points that you and I have discussed to the Badminton Association. We have spoken with Mr. Das Gupta there. I would like to thank you for sparing your time after that grueling match that you've been through. But Jwala, you have a lot of fans and supporters across India, and the only thought I'd leave you with is you're playing for the country, you're playing for them. You've stood up for what you believe, and we hope you continue to do so. And we're hoping that the BAI walks the talk very soon on the assurance that they've given to you here on Headlines Today. All right, that was a very emotional Jwala speaking with us here on Headlines Today. We've tried to get a response as well as an assurance from the badminton authorities. Only time will tell whether they will really go ahead and fulfill that assurance that they've given us.